Hi, I'm Bishop David Sabatino, and I want to invite you to tune in to the 2020 graduation of Eastern Shore Community College. I've been so blessed and honored to be the commencement speaker, and I'm hoping that you would tune in at 6 o'clock on WESR. Well, I actually came here in 1989, I believe it was, 13 years after I had graduated from high school. When I came out of high school, I didn't have a plan, went to work, eventually found myself on Social Security disability based upon an injury that I'd had. Came to the community college just to take a few courses in electronics, only to find out that I couldn't just take courses in electronics. I had to also take the full curriculum, the math, the English, and the other things that came with it. So desiring to get into the electronics lab, I just started taking those other classes just so I could get to the place where I wanted. However, once I got here and started experiencing some success here at the community college, that's when I decided to continue on and to finish here. And at the last year that I was here, the last semester, I had the opportunity to be instructed in the lab by Mr. John Floyd, who encouraged me to go on to the University of Maryland Eastern Shore, which is where I continue to go and to continue my education. And one of the things that I tell people about Eastern Shore Community College is, I said, they're like family. They love you unconditionally. Some of your larger universities, when you start there, if you don't cut it, then goodbye, go home. Right. But at the community college, they really do try to find a way to help you be successful personally, because they recognize that everybody's situation is not the same. People are overcoming certain challenges. And from here at the community college, you could have people that have either had dropped out of high school that are trying to get their GEDs. You could have people who are coming directly out of high school and they're trying to, get started here. You could have people who started college, didn't complete it, trying to pick it back up. I mean, there's just a number of, differences here. You have people here who have, they've been laid off and they're trying to, to restructure themselves, retool themselves, to make them, back viable for the workforce. So sometimes you have to kind of find your way as you're moving, as you're going the way. One of the things I would tell anybody is at least get started. When I walked through those doors, I had no idea that I would be where I am right now. Getting ready to start my 27th year as an Accomack County School public school teacher. I'm also in the master's program with Grand Canyon University to become an education administrator. So, I had no idea that when I walked through those doors in 1989, that this is where I would be. But it began when I walked through those doors. The day I walked through those doors, looking for one thing, had no idea that this was the big picture, and I feel like the picture's even bigger. But had I not gotten the foundation, had I not started and at least walked through the doors at Eastern Shore Community College, I would never be doing what I'm doing now. And I would just encourage anybody, if you don't really know where you fit yet, you don't really know what to do, get started, and you kind of have a way of, that. It seems like we just kind of find our way as we're going. It's almost like you're traveling, you kind of find the road when you get there. Individuals need to perhaps revisit their dreams. Oftentimes when you get to a certain stage in life, you kind of feel like it's become too late. It's too late to do anything. Going back to my own personal story, in 1976, I was talking about being a teacher. I was going to attend Old Dominion University. Didn't do it. But now, here I am now. The dream came true. I'm about 13 years behind as far as that timing is concerned. But it came true. I would encourage people just to revisit your dreams. What is it that you really desire to do? How did you used to see yourself at some given time? And just get that back in the forefront of your mind again. And then perhaps use the community college as an opportunity to get there. To retool yourself, to, redesign yourself, reinvent yourself. And you can work at the pace that you want to work at. It's better to work at a slow pace than at no pace. And I just feel I'm just totally in agreement with everyone who believes that the community college is truly a great asset to us here. And there are great opportunities here for us to really develop ourselves and reinvent ourselves.